Hi, this is Andrea Jones, People First Language, Module 7. I'm going to begin by discussing what we would do in our staff meeting and then move into an activity that we've actually done in our school just this last quarter, but put a twist on it that we didn't do, but I think it would be a great way to implement People First Language. So let's begin. People First Language. This is a quote from the late Robin Williams. No matter what people tell you, words and ideas can change the world. Words are so powerful. Today in our staff meeting, we're going to learn about People First Language. People First Language focuses on the person first, not the condition or the disability of the person. A disability should not define the person, but add to the uniqueness of the individual. Well, what does People First Language look like? You might hear someone say, I have a seeing problem. People First Language would prefer it to be, I wear or I need glasses. Another one might be, he is autistic. With People First Language, we would place the person first, followed by the disability. He is a person with autism. The words we choose to use in our daily language influences those around us. As educators, we have the power to influence and make a positive impact on our students and peers. People First Language focuses on the person, not the disability. It starts with us. We always hear about celebrating diversity within race, ethnicity, religion, age, sexual orientation, and gender. We rarely hear about disabilities. People with disabilities are the largest minority group in the world. It's time that we focus on that and make a difference. One way we can do that is we can build community by promoting inclusion and not segregation. By using People First Language, it can help create an environment where every student feels welcome and can play an active role in the classroom, building, and then the overall school community. This is not only a philosophy for those with a disability, but also to help include family members. It allows them to also feel supported and actively a valuable member of our school community. How can we as educators build community with our students? Well, number one, we can start implementing daily and being mindful of using that People First Language. If we are using that, hopefully that's rubbing off on our students as well. Communication with parents, thinking about what words we're using, how we are addressing, how we are talking with them as well. Creating positive interactions in the classroom and positive experience in extracurricular activities. As a middle school teacher, some of our activities are not focused or not generated for students with disabilities. So it might mean we might have to make some exceptions sometimes and do a little bit of modification. And that, I feel like the students around a student with disabilities gets more from activities like that than the actual student. Actively discourage exclusivity and insensitivity. If you hear it, stop it immediately, and that's not okay. Using a wide variety of teaching strategies and materials. I love this quote. Diversity is being invited to the party. Inclusion is being invited to the dance, by Verna Myers. You're hearing a lot on social media where the star football player or a cheerleader is inviting someone with a disability to their prom or to the dance. And just, again, I can't stress enough that when that is occurring, typically the students, the regular ed students, are getting so much more out of it than the actual student who's being invited. One of the other things is just an overall human rights, a people person philosophy. Everyone deserves to have equality. Everyone deserves to be an active member of society. All people within society deserve respect, dignity, equality, safety, and security. Again, this all really stems from everyone contributes differently, but with all these things, that'll give everyone the opportunity to do that. Now, I want to move on to one of the things that we did this last year to promote awareness. We really didn't go into the People First Language, but hindsight, reading over this and looking at this would be a great activity to incorporate. So last quarter, the 7th grade team, we did these I am statements. We didn't tell really students. We just said, we cut out strips of paper and said, I want you to think about yourself. How would you define yourself in one word? And so we gave these students, and they had to think about it. And so they described themselves in one word. They wrote it down. Some decorated, some did, different things. So they created these I am statements. What we did then is we posted them in our hall. So as we're walking through, it has a big I am, and it has all this uniqueness and variety, and it's pretty cool. So I'm not going to show the whole thing in the sense it would be too long, but I'm going to give you a little clip of what it looks like. Oops. Let me get out of that. Sorry. So when we're looking at this activity, sorry, let me get back to there. When we use this, what we did, we really think that this would be an opportunity for students to open the door. So we also did in third quarter when the spread the word to end the word. I think this would be a great kickoff for that. So with that activity, the students would have an opportunity to look at this playback of what they came up with and hopefully notice that there's not one reference of a disability. And I feel like that opens the door for us as educators to discuss that people first language with our students. Through class discussion, it gives us an opportunity to celebrate that everyone is unique, including our friends who might have an intellectual development or a physical challenge. And again, we talked about this, but I think this would be a great opportunity for us to use this. This year we did spread the word to end the word, but there really wasn't a lot of buy-in. There really was just our student council made signs. Our principal noted every morning and talked about it and just talked about not using the R word and kind of promoting that. But I think this would be a great reason to give them alternatives. What could you say? And I found this activity, I thought it would be great. We have cat time at the end of the day, and we're talking about what social skills and things we could add. And I just thought, there's not a direct link, you can copy and paste it. But this is a link to kind of role play when someone is saying, oh, they are blank, and how could you as a bystander, how could you help correct that? How could you tell them how you feel and kind of make an impression and hopefully move forward to using a different language and putting the person first versus the disability.